I was good on my own, that's the way it was.
Hi everyone, welcome to Who is Deja Denise. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. So I'm going to be talking about a topic that I've been debating on recording for a while, and it's pretty much how to get over a breakup and just some quick and easy tips to move on a little bit faster than you normally would. So first things first, you want to learn to love yourself again and use this time to find yourself. I think when you're in a relationship, you kind of indulge into that one person and you don't really focus on yourself as much. So once you guys have broken up, you want to take some me time and just figure out like why you love yourself again. Secondly, it's okay to grieve, and I think that people sometimes shun away from that. You want to give yourself time to cry if you need to, time to mope around, depressed in your room if you need to, away from others, because I feel like if you don't get that sadness out, you kind of cover it up and harbor it for a while, and then eventually you might, explode from it. Not literally, but you know what I mean. So you guys probably broke up for a reason, so what you want to do is not stay in a bad situation. If the situation was bad, realize that and move on. I think for females especially, it's easy for us to kind of cover up the bad and put a band-aid on that scrape and put another band-aid on that band-aid, and so we can't take it anymore. And sometimes you want to catch it before it gets too bad and just get out of a bad situation. Next is don't search for answers. I know a lot of times we want to see, well, what did I do wrong, or why did we break up, or was it even my fault? And I think that searching for answers will kind of harbor more negative thoughts that are necessary. And so what we want to do is just at this point you guys are broken up, so why even care about who was wrong and who was right? It's over at this point. This next tip is don't go back. And my grandfather told me this at a very young age. She said if you break up with somebody, you do not get back with them. They are your ex for a reason. And when I was younger, I was like, don't go back, don't go back. And as I've gotten older and been in relationships or dated people, I've realized that they really are your ex for a reason. You guys broke up for a reason. And I know sometimes things are meant to be worked out, and that's totally fine. But in a case like this, especially for me, I don't think going back would be the smartest thing to do, honestly, because you want to grow from situations and you don't want to revert from them. Next is don't jump into something new so quickly. And I know sometimes that can mean downloading apps, dating apps, or texting people that you probably had in your phone. You don't want to jump into something new so soon. You want to give yourself some time to rebuild, refocus, and like I said earlier, love yourself first. And then you can probably work on, another relationship. Now it could be 6 months from now, it could be 6 years from now, but you want to give yourself some time to just heal and be single and enjoy it. So you want to accept the reality of the situation. And I know sometimes it's hard when you break up with somebody that you were kind of building with, or planned so much stuff with, but you want to accept the reality that you guys probably aren't meant to be. And it's okay. And it's okay to be single. And it's okay to be happy. And sometimes it's hard to get to that realization, but it has to be done at some point. Oh, this one might be a little bit hard, but you have to delete everything. Start with that phone number. Once you go to that phone number, you want to go to your messages and delete that thread. Once that thread is deleted, go to the pictures and the videos, delete them. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, delete pictures, delete retweets, like anything. If you need to block them on Snapchat, there's like anything. But it has to be done, because if you don't, you're going to give yourself that space and the opportunity to maybe, you're lonely one day, you're sad, and text them like, oh, I miss you, or maybe we can work it out, like, let's try this again. And for some people that's cool, but for me, like I said, I don't like going back, and that's not okay with me. So you want to delete everything and keep it pushing. So this is the stage that I'm at in my life right now. It's to start having fun and learning to not let myself go. Like, don't go to class in sweats, don't go to class in a hat, you know what I mean? Like, go out. When your friends want to go out and you usually say no because you're on the phone or you're spending time with your significant other, take that time now and enjoy them. Especially if you're like in college like me, like you can't get these years back, and it's so hard when you think about things that you've missed out on because you've devoted so much time and indulged so much time in that person. So while you're taking this time to, have some contemplation, it's a realization that it's really over. You want to realize your faults because it probably wasn't just all the other person, and you want to learn from them, and you want to know that you cannot repeat this stuff in your new relationship whenever that may be. Because as much as, you know, especially females, we don't want to admit it, like sometimes we're probably half of the problem, if not a little bit more, and that's such a hard pill to swallow, but it's so true. And you don't want to repeat that in another relationship because it might end up just like this one. Do not bash this person. Don't bash them to your friends, your family, your confidants, to Twitter, to Instagram, to Snapchat, to Facebook. Don't bash this person, especially on social media, because it will just put everybody in your business, and people in your business is probably one of the reasons that you're probably here and single with me, and you don't want that. That's the last thing you want. So whenever somebody asks you, you know, well, what's wrong? What happened to you in XYZ? You just want to say, well, we went our separate ways. You know, it really wasn't our time right now. He's a great person, but I'm moving on. And we'll leave it at that and let it go. And last but not least, don't settle. And it's so easy to settle when something looks so good on the outside, not looks-wise, but just the whole situation as a whole. Pictures, of course, you know, when you take pictures to the world, everything looks nice, but in reality, you could be really, really settling and missing out on something that's probably great for you, or that you're passing up on, especially, you know, a person. So you don't want to settle, and you know your worth. And once you learn your worth and know how much, you know, of a great person you are, you'll realize that settling is the last thing that you want to do. So I hope you all enjoyed these tips as well as this video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next week.
What you never could imagine, never thought you could have it. You